Oh.
Look at you, hard hitting.
Well, you
I
know.
was with him. That's why I asked him those questions.
Yeah.
I think
there's a good chance he fucked kids.
like
Yes.
oh my God. I think
Sorry.
I don't know. I see
He's
no
still on the line.
I see no
Is he?
I don't give a
I
shit.
see no evidence of
What am
it.
I going to get, a thing from his lawyer like people on Twitter?
I see no evidence of it.
My name's Gino Bisconti. I think he fucks kids.
I don't think he does. I just think it's odd that you would be associated with some guy for so long.
The guy was associated with a lot of motherfuckers for so long, though.
Yeah, but
it was a
just
big
'cause he
name
didn't
that
call
people.
it Pedo Island doesn't mean that you're not going to be like, yeah, come to murder.
See, I wasn't invited. After they found out what it was.
I'm just saying it's possible. I mean, I don't want to shit all over the guy.
Well, it's possible then that everybody that was associated with him has some kind of a twisted fucking.
I mean, it's
idea
like
of what
it's like
sex
you
is.
kind of like look at John Wayne Gacy. Nobody knew what was going on. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I think if Alan Dershowitz is fucking hiding some weird sexual proclivities, he's doing a damn good job.
I can't
of it.
imagine like.
Not really. We're just
What?
talking to him about it.
I can't imagine what his brain has inside of it. Like, you know, like hearing, like representing someone and like hearing all these. It's like
Yeah.
a therapist. Like, how do you
That's just
compartmentalize
it.
those things people tell
I get
you?
it though, because I do get that
That's the
because
job.
if you are a lawyer, that is your job, and once you take the case, you can't walk away. I think, right, for moral reasons, or can you?
I don't know what it entails to leave a client like that, but I do know that it's in our Constitution that everyone deserves legal
deserve
representation. So you're a defense attorney. And look, I know what all them are guilty of is the limelight. Publicity is money for lawyers. So they'll take some of these unbelievable high-profile cases, and by high-profile, the defendant has to be a piece of shit,
Right.
real heinous killer, rapist, whatever. And they'll take those cases for the publicity. But part of their job, and I don't know mentally, emotionally how they deal with it, but part of their job is separating
Right.
that emotional level from just where's the evidence? Does the prosecution have enough to convict? How do we approach this case? And not, oh, what an awful person that is.
It's like Casey Anthony. Like, it was like so completely obvious that she did it, but her lawyers were hired to like
Jay.
prove that.
Who don't?
Yeah.
Don't you talk about my girl like that.
But it's like, it's like
The attorney-client privilege is you can know what they did, and you still have to defend it. I mean,
I thought. So wait, that I've always been confused and afraid. If you hire a lawyer, do you tell them the whole truth and you go, "Hey, you got to help me out"?
That's another thing.
Or do you lie and go, "No"?
you always lie.
You know, we all know lawyers from the movies.
Right.
So they tell them, I don't want to know the first thing when they meet. Puts the briefcase down. First thing, I don't know or care
ask them about
if
my
you did
cousin
it or
Vinny.
not. I don't know or care if you did it, and I don't want to know or care. I am going to defend you with all the vigor of fucking... And that's like what the impression's supposed to be.
Right.
Now, whether they're in a room at some point and the guy goes, oh, yeah, I killed the fuck out of that
Right,
person. And the
right.
lawyer goes, okay, but you know what? I think we got a good case here.
Right.
That's why people hate fucking lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they hate
Yeah, what's that joke? What do you call a lawyer buried in sand up to his neck? A good start.
good start.
I
Yeah.
believe Tom Hanks says that just before he dies of AIDS.
Of AIDS in Philadelphia.
really?
Philadelphia, yeah.
Oh wow.
10,000 lawyers chained together at the bottom of the sea.
Oh yeah.
I was joking earlier, but I'm just saying, like, it's hard for me to believe or trust anybody associated around these people.
Oh, I
And
get
think
you.
when you
know.
put yourself in with these people, you're going to be accused of something. I mean, it's
Well, it's just
Probably.
interesting the idea of like he's so interested in like clearing his name and everything, but then
saying hi.
with right? I mean, that was Jesus
gotta
Christ,
admit,
buddy.
I was like, here's Alan Dershowitz.
Yeah.
And I didn't fucking do anything.
I know.
I don't like kids.
Yeah.
I got grandkids.
But it's like he's defending himself so fervently and believes in his
Assholes are finally-
innocence. So why does he not do the same for like other victims?
Well, one's a job and one's his life.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you think about this, if you are a guy that's being accused of something pretty bad and you know you didn't do it,
Right.
that's kind of what you would do.
Yeah.
You're going to court. Like, I like that he's taking it to court and not just, well, we got to settle out and this, that. I took that deal. I took the settle deal because I didn't want to deal with the long trial and this. I knew I didn't do shit. I knew I wasn't guilty of nothing. But I had to fucking say, yes, I did that. Is it over now? Can I fucking, get back to my life?
I was guilty every time and took the plea deal whenever it was offered.
I was wrongfully imprisoned.
Were you?
Yeah.
Didn't do nothing. Lawyer fucked me.
Well, I got contacted by a lawyer about like suing the NYPD and everything, and I was like, yeah, I was only locked up for like a night. Like I would have to lie and be like, the mental anguish.
Just 24 hours of your life worth.
Yeah, like I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like that, I would have felt like such a fraud. But they locked me up. My fingerprints were sealed. They thought I had like a warrant or something. They couldn't open them. And it turns out I never renewed my license from being a New York City public school teacher, so my prints were sealed. And I remember the lawyer the next day in the cage. He goes, I could ask, did you ever work for the Department of Ed? I go, yeah. And he goes, all right, you're out of here. That's why your prints were sealed. And I was like, oh, that's it? I could have not slept here?
Okay.
And then they sent me a letter and was like, you were wrongfully imprisoned. No, because I used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
So my prints were on file. And then if you don't get it renewed, your prints go away. Yeah. And then every time you do like a new job, you got to fucking, get printed, whatever, because your prints, there's no access to them. But it's still on file.
You know what's fucked up with the Dershowitz Epstein situation is that, and what you were talking about, empathy or any kind of would you defend these people and stuff. He brought up a good point, but I think closer to what he said about the doctor thing. Let's say you're a mechanic and some guy hits something and he's drunk and he's like, "Yeah, it was fucked up.
Right.
Could you fix my car?"
You fix the car.
Fix the car.
Right.
He runs over a fucking family. Yeah. Now, as a mechanic, is what you did,
or it's a Roger Rabbit
any
car
responsibility
that rapes a bunch of kids.
Do you have any responsibility, knowing he's a drunk and he drives drunk, fixing his car? Because that's his job. Like, if he defended Epstein...
letting a car out of impound would be the same.
Well, that's the thing. He did defend him, and he got him like an insane deal, and then all this other shit happened. So how do you reconcile that?
That's his job.
No, and that's why lawyers are like fucking assholes, but at the same time, you need them in society.
Well, because people are assholes.
If Epstein... determined, or another lawyer determined that Dershowitz wasn't defending him with all the fervor that a lawyer is supposed to defend his client with, because he emotionally said, "Fuck this guy, I'm sending him." Then not only is Dershowitz fucked, but he's scot-free from all his bullshit too. So
and your lawyer's disbarred.
It's your job, and I think when you take the emotion out of it and look in the legal community of lawyers and judges and whatnot, I think they understand that. It's a fucked up mindset, because you really got to separate yourself from the animals that you're treating like a real human being with respect, and you're helping them. But again, like he said, it's the system. It's not the person. It's not he loves the fact that in this country, everyone is given a right to defend themselves. And that's where his passion lies, not with these fucking pieces of shit. Well, at least that's what I think most lawyers think.
It's interesting because it seems like, I feel like he's like super hated and everything, but like, a part of me is like,
oh wait, I'm just being a little anti.
I should have been like, oh hey Alan, nice to meet you, pro Palestine. Anyway, free Palestine. Anyway, so I'm dating a Muslim. Anyway, so Allah Akbar.
Later.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you just got to say Allah Akbar, right, Alan? Allah la.
I'm not a terrorist either.
Yeah.
Get that out.
But I feel like he's like
that right from the get-go. He was rattling off.
I know. I feel like in a weird way, he's like less of an old guard of someone that like truly believes in something that we really need, and his ability to detach emotion
that's the
from things is important, and that's like going away.